From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, February the 14th, 2022. Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett flew to Bahrain today for an official visit, the first by an Israeli premier to the Gulf Island Kingdom. Bennett's office wrote that the landmark visit comes at the invitation of Bahraini Crown Prince and Prime Minister Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, with whom Bennett will meet, as well as with the King of Bahrain, Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. Bennett's office said the leaders will discuss additional ways to strengthen bilateral ties and also discuss the importance of peace, advancement, and prosperity in the region. Bennett spoke to reporters before departing Israel this evening about the significance of this trip.
I think especially in these tumultuous times, it's important that from this region we send a message of goodwill, of cooperation, of standing together against the common challenges, and of building bridges to the future.
This morning, Bennett met with U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham in Jerusalem. According to the Prime Minister's office, the two discussed the Iranian threat, as well as security challenges in the Middle East and ways to strengthen bilateral cooperation. U.S. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi will be in Israel on Wednesday, accompanied by House Democrats Adam Schiff, Ted Deutsch, Barbara Lee, Bill Keating, Eric Swalwell, Ro Khanna, and Andy Kim. Well, Israel is urging its citizens in Ukraine to leave the country as the possibility of war there grows greater. The Foreign Ministry said this weekend that it has decided to elevate its travel warning and call on Israeli citizens to leave the country. Over 10,000 Israeli citizens are said to be in Ukraine. Some 900 flew to Israel yesterday, and more are expected today and tomorrow. Well, beloved director and producer Ivan Reitman has died. Reitman, the son of Holocaust survivors, was most known for his comedy hits like Animal House, Meatballs, Stripes, and Ghostbusters, among many others. His family told the Associated Press, "Our family is grieving the unexpected loss of a husband, father, and grandfather who taught us to always seek the magic in life." Reitman died in his sleep Saturday night. He was 75. The New York Police Department's Hate Crimes Task Force is investigating several anti-Semitic incidents this weekend. In Brooklyn, Friday night, a man jumped out of his van and struck a Jewish teenager in the face, knocking his kippah from his head and then fleeing the scene. New York City Mayor Eric Adams tweeted in response to the incident, "Make no mistake, an attack on our Jewish community is an attack on every New Yorker. We will catch the perpetrators of this assault." And in Queens, hateful anti-Semitic graffiti was found on the door of a dental lab Saturday night. Queens Borough President Donovan Richards tweeted, "There are no words to accurately describe how hideous and vile this is. Hate cannot be accepted anywhere, but especially not in the world's borough. If you spew anti-Semitism or hate in our borough, you will be caught, you will be prosecuted, you will never win." The Anti-Defamation League New York, New Jersey office tweeted it was horrified by the incident and that the ADL is deeply concerned with the increase in bias incident frequency and severity currently blanketing the New York, New Jersey region. A gunman opened fire on a Jewish mayoral candidate in Kentucky today. Craig Greenberg, a Democrat running for mayor of Louisville, was unharmed. He shared on social media afterwards, "My team and I are fortunately all safe," that they were with the local police department. It is not known if the attack was motivated at all by anti-Semitism or what the motive was. An investigation is ongoing. Acclaimed Birthright announced that its trips to Israel are resuming. About 2,000 participants from across the U.S. and Canada are expected in Israel this month and next. The first flight of 2022 will arrive this weekend. Trips were suspended back in December because of the Omicron variant. CEO Giddy Marks said that after a long hiatus, we are excited and honored to bring back so many participants from North America on these important and exciting tours to Israel. Participants on Birthright must be fully vaccinated and strict COVID protocols remain in place. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Monday, February the 14th at 7 o'clock. Two leaders of the modern Orthodox community, Blue Greenberg and Rabbi Yitz Greenberg, discuss their views on Jewish life today with renowned author and journalist Abigail Pogrebin. And then at 8 o'clock, in the premiere edition of a new JBS original conversation series, In the Spotlight, Abigail Pogrebin sits down with Rabbi Yehuda Kurtzer, president of the Shalom Hartman Institute of North America, for a wide-ranging discussion about Jewish life today. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Dr. Aaron Ben-Zeev to discuss the psychology of love. At 10, we hear from Mandy Patinkin at the 92nd Street Y. And coming up next, Shahr Azani speaks with Pastor Dumisani Washington, founder and CEO of the Institute for Black Solidarity with Israel. That's on tonight's In the News. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, February the 14th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.